A reminder that I'm going to be presenting in the next Elliott Wave Hub forecasting event with FX Traders Edge. It's on 27th of August. Click on the link in the description box below to register for this event so that you don't miss out. I'm going to be covering some recent research I've completed, and I'll put that into context with Bitcoin Elliott Wave analysis, so you don't want to miss out on that. And if you're registered, you're going to have access to exclusive offers. I'm going to give you 50% off your first month subscription for our Bitcoin and Ethereum Elliott Wave analysis. I'll also give you a coupon code to get $100 off my Learn Pure Elliott Wave online course. So click on the link below and register for this event. You don't want to miss that out. Hello everybody, this is Lara from Pure Elliott Wave on Friday 16th of August with a quick update for Bitcoin and XRP for you. Before I get into it, I should say this more often. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. You don't want to lose this channel. I'm going to give you 16 years of experience using Elliott Wave and technical analysis, 11 of those as a chartered market technician, for free, Monday to Friday for Bitcoin and XRP. I've been training Jack Frost for a couple of years, and I give him all my support, and I cover the wave counts with him, and he'll give you Ethereum and Solana Wednesday to Saturday for free as well. So you don't want to lose this channel. You're getting a lot of really good technical analysis for free. I started providing 5 days a week free analysis on this YouTube channel nearly exactly a year ago, and I did that because I have a goal of getting to 100,000 subscribers. In 1 year, this channel has only grown by 2,000 subscribers. I just don't quite know what exactly it is I'm doing wrong in regards to the growth. It's just very, very slow. At this rate, I'll be dead before I get to my target of 100,000. So if you are already a subscriber, please get the word out if you can, and hit the like button and make a comment, because all of your engagement helps this little YouTube channel grow. I'm going to keep doing this though because I actually really enjoy it, and because I'm invested in these markets, so I need to stay on top of exactly what they're doing day to day. And at the daily chart level, Bitcoin is still within this rectangle pattern. It found a break below support, very quickly returned back in. It didn't close below support though. It had a wick below, returned strongly back into the rectangle pattern on the 8th of August with a strong upward session, which had some push from volume and a strong increase in range. This is a very bullish candlestick. Now we're seeing a decline in range compared to the 8th of August as price moves slowly lower. Back testing of support. Look out for support at the lower edge of this pink channel. Now I might actually adjust that slightly and pull it down to here, so we may see support tested about 53,500. We've got a little bearish signal from on balance volume today, so I will expect a little bit more downward movement and a slightly deeper test of support. Overall, I expect Bitcoin is still within an upward swing from support to resistance, but don't expect price to move in a straight line. It will be choppy and overlapping along the way. Here's an example of an upward swing, a pullback here, final end. Another upward swing, very choppy and overlapping. So that's probably what's going on here. I'm expecting overall upward movement to continue to resistance at the upper edge of the pink channel in the first instance. I do expect it's more likely than not when price gets up to resistance next time, we're going to see a break above 73,100. In order to filter out a false upward breakout, I want to then see 2 or 3 green daily candlesticks up and away before I have real confidence that this rectangle is finally done and we've got a breakout. Now it's also possible there could be a breakout to the downside. I could be wrong. I'm expecting an upward breakout, but I have been wrong before. I could be wrong again. We'll know I'm wrong if we see a close below support about 53,500 and then 2 or 3 red daily candlesticks down and away to filter out a false downward breakout. If that happens, I will calculate a target for you using the width of the rectangle and add that or deduct it from the breakout point, and that will be the target for downward movement. On the 5th of August, downward movement ended with a strong spike in volume. This looks like a selling climax. Now this will be how the end of consolidations or pullbacks will look within larger bullish runs, but it will also be how downward movements at interim lows within larger bear markets look. It's impossible to differentiate which of those two scenarios is playing out. I went over weekly charts yesterday for Bitcoin, so if you want to see the bigger picture, have a look at the start of yesterday's video. I break it into chapters, so you only have to watch that little bit. And I go over the fact that since November 2022, Bitcoin is in a bull market, a series of high highs and high lows. Assume the trend remains the same until proven otherwise. Assume the bull market remains intact while the last highest low, which is about 38,500, remains intact. With that in mind, this volume spike for the 5th of August may actually be indicating the end of the consolidation within that larger bullish run. And that's one reason why I expect an upward breakout when Bitcoin next gets to resistance. We have a weak break below weak support here from on-balance volume at the daily time frame. This little move below the purple support line tells us to expect a little bit more downward movement for the short term for price. So look out for that pullback to be a little bit deeper, and I'm expecting support at the lower edge of that pink channel as I showed you on the price chart. ADX is increasing today, telling us there is again a downward trend for the short term for Bitcoin. But at that low for the 5th of August, there was bullish divergence between price and RSI after RSI reached oversold. There was also bullish divergence between price and money flow after money flow reached oversold. That, in conjunction with that selling climax, tells us to expect that the low of the 5th of August is fairly likely to remain intact. Not certain, fairly likely. This is a balance of probability, not certainty. This is the Elliott Wave count for XRP. I am expecting a little bit more of a pullback for a double zigzag now. I don't know that it's going to spend much time at all below 55 cents. We may see another wick down below and a quick return back up for the end of this little double zigzag for Minuet 2. If it gets down further, look for support about 50 cents. 2 may not move beyond the start of 1 below 0.4322. The bigger picture for XRP, and I went over monthly charts earlier in the week, you can see that. The thumbnail is monthly analysis, or a full Elliott Wave analysis of XRP. The bigger picture sees a cycle degree third wave, most likely within that primary 3, within that intermediate 3, within that minor wave 1, an incomplete impulse with Minuet 1, Minuet 2 an expanded flat, Minuet 1 an impulse, Minuet 2 now a double zigzag. People have asked me, doesn't this subdivide as a 3? Let's have a look at this at the hourly time frame. This is how I'd label that 5-wave up movement. 1, time-consuming double zigzag for 2, 3, quick, shallow, brief 4th wave, short little 5th wave. It's really common for cryptocurrencies, particularly XRP, to have 4th waves that are more brief and shallow than their counterparts' 2nd waves. And it does that because it is the 5th wave to end the 3rd wave impulse that is the strongest movement. It covers the greatest distance in the shortest amount of time and exerts so much pressure that it forces the 4th wave that comes just before and just after it often as well to be more brief and shallow than they otherwise would be. I had to wrap my head around this tendency in gold, although it's not as pronounced in that market as it is here. After analysing it for a few years and getting impulses wrong, I realised those 4th waves were much more brief than the counterpart 2nd waves. I was expecting them to take longer, and they just kept surprising me with how quick they were. It happens in markets with really, really strong volatility. Commodities, we've known for a long time, tend to have selling climaxes and blow-off tops. In Elliott Wave terms, the 5th wave is the strongest portion of the impulse. Cryptocurrencies also do that. You see when they end their bull markets, they have those sharp spikes. When they end their bear markets, they often end them with V bottoms. The 5th wave to end the 3rd wave impulse is the strongest portion of the movement. And that has an effect on the 4th wave just before and just after. So that's why I'm happy with labelling this as an impulse, even though it has a strong 3-wave look. That's what it looks like in a market with extreme volatility. At the daily time frame, XRP had this sharp wick down below 55 cents, quickly returned back above a strong upward session on the 7th of August, finding resistance still low at 62 cents, testing support again about 55 cents. We may see a wick below. If it does move below again, look for support at 46 cents. We need to see a breakout above 62 cents or strongly below 55 or preferably below 46 to have confidence that XRP has finally finished all the sideways mucking around and moving into the next trend. Volume strongly suggests the breakout is going to be upwards sooner rather than later, or at least coming up soonish. because volume is strongly supporting upward movement. ADX is declining, there's no clear trend at this time frame, and so the model of stochastics plus support and resistance would expect an upward swing to resistance and stochastics to continue toward overbought, but I think we're probably going to see a little bit more downward movement for the short term before, and don't expect those swings to move in a straight line. So I expect we'll see a pullback and then we'll see stochastics and price continue higher. That's it for me today with your quick update. I hope you're all looking forward to a lovely weekend.